transcribes too? Yes, should transcribe it automatically. The minute said it records and transcribes.
Okay, perfect. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to January 18th council meeting. Doing a bit of a hybrid version today. 3 of us in chambers, 1 online, and the Mayor, Chris Ewan, is away this evening. I will do some introductions, starting on my left.
Jason Bondarchuk.
Good evening. And then over to my right, far right.
Enjoy the line.
Online.
Hello everybody, Janine Belanger.
Close right.
Mitch DeVal, CEO. Evening.
Shane Peltier, Deputy Mayor. I will call the meeting to order at 7:01. Can I get a mover? Jason, seconded by Joette. All in favor? Adoption of the agenda. Any discussion on that? Okay.
That's good.
I get a mover on that. Jason, seconder, Janine. Thank you. Number 3, adoption of minutes. I get a mover.
Councillor Belanger.
And Councillor Belanger, seconder. Mr. CEO, once you've got it.
Last regular meeting was January 4th, whereby council adopted the interim budget for 2023. The auditors also were present and made a presentation regarding the 2021 audit. Council also passed a resolution regarding the Red Loin Watershed District expansion, as well as a 2023 tax sale process, and awarded the Ildeshane daycare provider.
Thank you. Any discussion on those minutes?
I'm here.
No. Okay, all in favor? Accepted. Item 5.1, accounts paid to be approved. I get a mover. Jason, seconder. Janine?
Councillor Belanger. Yep.
Yep. Mr. CEO?
We have 2 batches of paid to be approved, batch 16804 in the amount of 91,000. Those are MEB and CRA remittances, as well as batch 16805 in the amount of $1,500.
Okay. Any questions on either of those batches?
I'm here.
All in favor? Carried, thank you. Item 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Can I get a mover? Councillor one, seconder, Councillor Bondarchuk. Mr. CEO.
4 batches, 16817, which are 2022 EFTs in the amount of 2,200. 16818, related to 2022 expenses in the amount of 1.6 million. 16821 is a tax refund in $1,800, and batch 16822, which are 2023 invoices in the amount of $266,500. The big batch for 2022 is the 1.6 million. Those are basically the end payments of the school divisions and provincial school levies. We are now at 100%. As well, just to clarify, there is a check in there for Minister of Finance. It's actually the Manitoba Water Services Board, whereby we have 3 projects on the go. Those are the lagoon in Saint-Agathe, the lagoon in Ildeshane, as well as the well mechanism project out at what we call the Randell Well. Unfortunately, Manitoba Water Services bill only once a year, so therefore it's for the whole works done in 2022. So just for clarification on that. The batch for 2023 is in regards to the Ildeshane daycare project. That is being funded through the province, and we're expecting their money very shortly.
Any questions from council on that? Okay, call for a question, all in favor? Carried. Item 5.3, payroll to be approved. Can I get a mover?
Councillor Belanger.
Okay, seconder, Councillor Barnchuk.
This is in regarding to payroll 1-2023, starting from January 1st, ending January 14th. On public works side, the weather's been quite cooperative. Unfortunately for public works utilities, there was a water break, and I think that explains part of the overtime there. Administration, there's some overtime there, but I believe it's evening meetings on the recreation side of things. So, a copy of the 2022 year-end vacation and bank time was given over to the Chair of Personnel, Councillor Belchase, for his review. Other than that, I don't have anything else to report at this time.
Thank you, sir. Any questions on that? No. Okay, call for the question, all in favor? Passed. Okay. Item 8.1, bylaw 1-2023 school zones. Yeah, I'll get a mover. Councillor Barnchuk, seconder. Councillor Lemoine, thank you. Mr. CEO, the floor is yours.
This is basically a bylaw to include the St. Adolphe School on Main Street. I know this has been a concern for many St. Adolphe residents in the past, and currently is still. We looked more into the situation and found out that the out lane, for lack of better words, is private property. So therefore, the school does abut to the provincial road. So therefore, would qualify for a school zone. I think we were thinking that because it was off the street, it would not qualify, but there is a little abutment touching Main Street, so therefore, we drew the maps, we sent it off to MTI for review, and they have no objections or concerns at this point in time. So my recommendation is to give first reading to the bylaw.
Thank you, sir. Any discussion on this?
I just got one, but I think I might have just read it wrong. On the bylaw, it says 150, the graph shows 250 on St. Adolphe. I just noticed that right now.
On the bylaw on the bylaw itself?
Yeah, the bylaw says 150 meters for St. Adolphe. Very cool, St.
That'll
Adolphe.
be 3D.
Yeah, 3D.
Okay.
I is 150 meters, but the graph is showing 250 on the St. Adolphe imagery.
And that is why we have multiple readings. We will look at that and get that clarified. Should be 150.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just noticed it right now.
I'm just calling up the map quickly here. Okay, we will measure it. It might be a typo, and those markers might be at the 150 marker already. So we will get clarification and send that to your way, Councillor Balmondra.
Any other discussion on the matter?
I'm here.
Okay.
Safety first.
For the question, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Item 9.1.1, 4165-22-8209, John Q, one lot agriculture. Mr. CEO, the floor is yours. Get a mover. Councillor Barnchuk, second by Councillor Lemoine.
All right, basically this subdivision is at 1845 PKH 75. It is basically to separate the farmstead from the river lot, basically, get my directions here, east of Highway 75, just south of St. Adolphe here. The part of the condition, I believe, is on the environment side, is to have a certificate of exception for the septic field. We're, on behalf of the landowner, we will do that, and get that condition resolved, as part of the subdivision process.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. Any question, discussion? Seeing none, we'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Item 9.1.2, 4165-22-8210, John Q, one lot agriculture. I'll get a mover.
Counselor Belanger.
And a second, Councillor Belanger. CEO.
Again, this is one of the farmsteads split from the agricultural land. This is located at 1151 Campo Road. Similar to the previous application, certificate of exception regarding the septic field will need to be done as part of the condition, so we'll work on behalf of the landowner to get that done from the province. That's all we have for now.
Excellent, thank you. Any discussion on this one? Seeing none, call for the question, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Item 9.1.3, 4165-22-8211, John Q, one lot agriculture. Get a mover, please. Councillor Bondarchuk, second by Councillor Lemon.
Again, another farmstead subdivision split, east of 75, at 1138 PR 200. I believe, again, here a certificate of exception is required for their septic field. So same spiel as the first two, we will work on behalf of the landowner and get that done.
Thank you. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, we'll call for the question. All in favor? Thank you, carried. 9.1.4, 4165-22-8212, Hebert Neufeld, two lot residential. I'll get a mover. Councillor Lemoine, seconder. Councillor Bondarchuk. Mr. CEO, the floor is yours.
Again, this is a farmstead split subdivision towards the south end of the boundary of the RM at 3579 PTH 75. This subdivision is actually a two-lot subdivision. So basically what they're doing is there'll be two lots on the east side of 75, one on top of the other, and then on the west side there'll be two lots, east and west of the tracks, and the east and west piece are to be consolidated together, but again, two lots there, not as one full lot.
Thank you. Any questions, discussion from council on that one?
Just to clarify, only one of the two lots have a homestead there, right?
Correct. One of the homes, and I believe it is the southern lot, has the homestead.
Yeah.
The proposed lot to the north, if another homestead is to come in, will require a conditional use as it's in the agricultural limited zone.
Any other questions on that one? Okay, we'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. 9.1.5, 4165-22-8221, Blero, one lot farmstead. Get a mover.
Counselor Belanger.
Thank you. Second, Councillor Bondarchuk.
It's the farmstead split night. This one is happening at the northeast corner of the RM in the Grand Point area off of Arnold Road, 14 Arnold Road, farmstead subdivision. Basically there they are subdividing 8 acres from the current 77.8. So what's left is about 69 acres. No need for a variation order on the remaining parcel because it falls as a minor variation. So no need for a public hearing regarding this.
Any questions from council on that?
No, looks pretty straightforward.
Thank you. A call for a question. All in favor? Carried. 9.2.1 groundwater interference complaint response. So get a mover, please. Councilor Bonnerchuk, second Councilor Lemoine. Thank you.
This policy was drafted by our Public Works Department, vetted by our legal department as well. This goes hand in hand with our well mechanism project, Randolph Well. It is to be included as part of our water rights licensing application for the well expansion project. So in the event that there is a malfunction or something to that effect on existing wells, we will have a procedure in place to respond, hence the policy.
Thank you. Any discussion from council on that one?
No.
All good? Okay, we'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Item 9.3.1, RSR wastewater co-op guarantee line of credit. Get a mover. Councilor Bonnerchuk, seconder. Councilor Boulanger.
As part of our wastewater treatment facility project, the Rat Wastewater Co-op is looking at changing over from the Access Credit Union to the Niverville Credit Union for a line of credit until we secure all the funds required for the project. So we're changing from Access to Niverville. The percentages that are in the resolution right now reads 25%, but it will not be 25% for the Armorichot. The engineers are still calculating some possible add-ons to the project, and then we'll be knowing what our share is on the whole project.
So at most it's at 25, but if we take on more.
No, right now it's even less. Right now I believe it's around 14 to 16. They just threw in 25 just for 4 parties, 100%. There you go.
And they get adjusted.
But it will get adjusted. So 16 or less.
And the line of credit amount doesn't change.
No,
Shouldn't change.
no.
I have a question about the change from Access to Niverville. Was there a reason? Do you know?
That I don't.
Okay.
The administration of Niverville was doing the legwork on this. So
Okay.
we'll find out. Can't
No, it's
remember
yeah.
but
It's a fabulous, it's a great institution. I was just curious. And it's right there, so it makes sense. Yep.
Okay, call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. 9.3.2, December 2022 building permit reports. I get a mover. Councilor Bonnerchuk, second Councilor Lemoine.
Council has in front of them a list of the building permits for the month of December 2022. Total of 5 permits in the value of construction of $580,000 with $2,000 in building fees. Brings us to a year-end total for 2022 in the amount of 229 permits, $55 million in the construction value, as well as $162,000 in building permit revenue. These numbers are still slightly down from 2021, but still very good in my opinion.
Perfect, thank you. Any questions from council on that?
It's all good. Good work.
Thank you. Call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Item number 12, adjournment. Get a mover.
Counselor Blanchet?
Second, Councillor Blanchet. All in favor? Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for joining.
You too. Thank you.